I mean, how do you train something and teach something that's so intangible? It's culture, it's a feeling. You know, we live it every day, but how do you make sure stylist in Nashville understands what we're going for?
Are you Erik?
I'm Erik.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Alli. How's it going?
Good.
It's going great.
Good. Look at you in your cute shirt.
You know, meeting Alli was very surreal. I was definitely a little nervous to meet her.
How many square feet is this?
So this is 2,400.
Wow.
Right about, yeah.
And how many chairs is that?
There'll be 12.
It was great meeting Erik. He's young and there's a little bit of like a puppy quality.
Why did I think, and sorry, you might have to edit this out, that there's a store opening tomorrow?
It's never supposed to be.
I was like, it's not this is definitely not opening
No,
tomorrow.
it's not. Alli was disappointed that the shop wasn't finished. I mean, she just wanted to see a full shop completed, see the finishes.
I mean, we've had many stores not open when they're supposed to. It's all part of it.
It's part of it, it's frustrating. The biggest thing I want Alli to help myself with that I can pass on to my two co-founders and the rest of our team is how we really scale our culture. So it's a perfect time for you to be here in Dallas with me. This is our third franchise location that's opening from ground up, but we're at a pivotal point in time because over the next, through 2020, we're gonna be opening 15 to 20 locations. And so It's exciting, but it's also, I'm hesitate to use the word make or break because we'll figure it out one way or the other, right? But it's definitely a pivotal point for our growth.
I think the fact that they want to open 15 to 20 stores in the next few months is a little bit lofty. I don't think it's bad to be ambitious and want to open that many shops. It's like a lot to do. So what's your biggest question for me? Like, how can I help you?
One of the biggest, not fears, but biggest challenges we'll face moving forward is when we open in these new markets, it's not us running the stores, it's our franchisees, right?
Can't be everywhere.
It can't be everywhere. I just don't want them going rogue, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, that is a real concern, and it does happen. You know, I mean, we've had, in Drybar, we have about 40 or so, give or take, franchise locations of the 130. Initially, we did franchise after just a few corporate-owned locations, but I got really nervous that we weren't gonna be able to control the brand, and we had to kind of backpedal, and we decided to go back and do more corporate stores. And I just worry that Erik's kind of in that same boat. How comfortable are you now with the franchisees that you have in place that they really understand your culture, and do you feel like your culture is like really locked down and clear and concise?
So this goes back to, I think, one of our biggest challenges right now, because if you asked our franchisees what the culture is, they're going to be able to explain it in different ways, and they're all living it, but they can't draw to one thing that
how do you think how would they explain it?
So
not how would you explain it, how do you think they would explain it?
Great question. So we have a set of core values that we really rely on. So we made those at about,
what they are.
So the first three that we have that are defined: make someone's day, build lasting relationships, and celebrate your weird. So those are the three that we have.
I think he's thinking about the business in all the right ways, which is why I was a little surprised that his core values aren't super well thought out just yet, and that they haven't done that yet, being 4 years into the business. I think that's something they need to really focus on before they open up any more locations. I feel like they need to be expanded a little bit more. They're just kind of short and loose. Make someone's day.
Build lasting relationships.
Celebrate
your weird.
Because if you say that to someone who this is their first or second job, and they're like, how do I make somebody's day?
100%.
The stylist is having a bad day themselves. Oh my God, don't tell the client about that. That has happened with us so many times where the stylist just kind of like vomits like all the shit that's going on in their life, and you're like, don't tell them that. You know what I mean?
Here's what not to do.
Here's what not to do. Like, here's a bunch of tangible examples of how to make someone's day and how to like not make someone's day.
Yeah.
And like the be weird, like what does that mean? Because honestly, The problem with that core value, as much as I love what you're trying to say, weird could also be translated into like, you may be talking about inappropriate things. That's weird to you.
When I started to define the culture to Alli, that was a big, kind of an aha moment. It was a lot of work the first time coming up with those core values, but you know, thinking through what Alli told me, and she was very direct and clear that, hey, you have to define these, and you know, that's just work we're gonna have to put in.
I think the risk you run is that understandably, your franchisees, your owners, your business partners will start to instill their own values and culture, which, listen, they may not be bad or wrong, but they're not yours. And if you want to build this company into, you know, a scalable, consistent business, you have to make sure that that is very clear. I love this business model. I think Scissors and Scotch is such a great idea. I mean, I think that he is such a passionate, excited entrepreneur. I feel like he's got such great energy and he really gets it.
Even though Alli was very critical in the meeting, I left more excited than I came in today. And I was very excited to meet her, but having the founder of Drybar, 130 plus locations, think we have a great concept and we have a chance to be national. When we left the meeting, chills, it was awesome.
This was amazing. I'm so
awesome.
excited for all of you guys. You guys are an amazing team. This is going to be an amazing location. Like I used to say about us, you know, it's on them to not screw it up. You know, call me, tell me what's happening and how I can help.
I cannot wait to sit down with my team and hammer out the rest of these core values and define our culture further so we can deliver that to our franchisees, our new business partners, and make sure that we're starting them off on the right foot. We got a lot of good advice, got a lot of work to do, so let's go grab some scotch or whatever we want to drink and get to work.
Cool.
Let's do it.